Brother Ron, and welcome to We All Be News Radio and TV, the news-free Dixie for the 21st century.
Yeah, it is what it is, but now it's okay. The Drone Ranger put that in place. There was a federal court injunction against him from killing a native-born American citizen born in Detroit, Michigan, who had committed no crimes recognizable under American law.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they thought his words were a threat to the country, so they were determined that they could assassinate him. It's interesting on reading the transcript. The judge asked him, are you saying that if somebody who is unaware of this particular surveillance decides to go on a trip abroad, the U.S. government can assassinate him? And then the government lawyers say, well, no, not exactly, Your Honor. Says, well, that feels better. So could you enlighten the court? Says, no, he doesn't have to go abroad. It can be done here in America. And
wow.
The transcript says, pause. Judge interjects, excuse me, you're saying that you can have an American citizen assassinated on American soil and you claim that that's legal? So, well, yes, sir. He said, well, what about the Bill of Rights? No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, nor property except upon due process of law. So, well, yes, Your Honor, that is what that says. So, well, where is the due process when somebody's being deprived of his life without having had any due process? Well, that's inherent in the power of the presidency. Where does it say that? Well, it's just implied in the government. So the judge enjoins them from any action and orders everyone to brief this. But they disobey the court orders, which, by the way, is grounds for impeachment, clear grounds for impeachment, and conviction.
Mm-hmm.
And the Obama administration, on his later issued executive order, while this injunction is in place, the later executive order reiterates his earlier one, and the U.S. assassinates the American citizen born in America by drone, and so there's no retaliation later, they assassinate his 16-year-old born in America son in Detroit, Michigan, American son, as well.
I remember that. That's crazy.
Now, that's absolutely deplorable, and somebody not only needs to be impeached, convicted, also needs to be charged with murder in the first degree,
right.
Convicted and confined for life in a penitentiary. Well, he's no longer president. Well, guess what? Remember when I told you, be careful what you ask for, you just might get it. And when the Democrats, just in all of their zeal, went after former President Donald Trump and impeached him the second time, and he was no longer president, I said, you set a precedent. So if they can go after somebody with no specified constitutional or statutory time limits, after somebody for something they did in an office they no longer hold, then they can go after a whole bunch of people. And remember, too, let's talk about that, since we're digressing a little bit. If we're doing in Ukraine the result of good policy or the result of Joe Biden trying to get Ukraine to dismiss 120-some count indictment against him and his son, Hunter, for various felonies. What is that about? Well, the Chief Justice of the Ukraine Supreme Court, 2 weeks before the November election cycle in 2020, ordered the redactions removed from the indictment, and we find out the principals were Joe and Hunter Biden. What were they charged with? Bribery, extortion, subornation, or soliciting perjury, soliciting treason, intimidation, not soliciting, but intimidation of witnesses. And what was that about? Biden admitted it himself on C-SPAN 3 years before during a panel in January when he said, I guess I'm guilty of bribery when I threatened to withhold $14 billion in American loan guarantees to Ukraine if they didn't remove this guy from trying to prosecute my son. He had that authority delegated to him by President Barack Obama. Now, what can you be impeached and convicted for? There are only three things. One is bribery. There you go. Two is treason. Three is crimes in office, high crimes and misdemeanors. That means felonies and misdemeanors, from serious matters to minor matters. And we have another thing, treaties with the Ukraine. And the treaties say we shall assist them in the detection and apprehension, extradition, and prosecution of criminal elements. So why hasn't Biden gone to Ukraine like Kamala Harris did, or his wife did? Well, he's subject to an active indictment. Now, granted, diplomatic immunity would probably get him out of the squeeze, but it might provide embarrassment if some of the Russians supporting Ukrainians started publicizing it and decided to exercise their own country's process, ambush, and take him into custody. Now, it's one thing, Secret Service trying to resist some crank trying or small group trying to assassinate a president. It's a different thing trying to deal with a division of a well-equipped military. So he's staying out, and it looks to me like everything that's going on is a diplomatic effort to say, if we do this, you have to dismiss those pending indictments.
Wow.
Wow,
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, wow, we whoopee, here we go again.
Hey everybody, this is Brother Ron. I am asking you all to do me a big favor. Think about supporting the We All Be movement. Your donation is tax deductible. The We All Be Group Incorporated is a recognized 501c3. And I'm just asking you all because I want to keep on bringing y'all quality work through the way that I know how to do best. And I'm going to sing my praises and toot my horn. A lot of y'all were not hip to Dick Gregory until Brother Ron brought him on the We All Be platform, until that jingle review we did. Y'all seen another side of Judge Joe Brown, and Judge Joe Brown's message has been amplified. But it was We All Be that brought Judge Joe Brown to y'all back in 2014. And so many others. And we covered so many things. So help us out so we can help you all. Peace.